Okay. Hey guys, what's up? So, back in January, I made a little video about how I was diagnosed with depression about September, Octoberish of last year, and kind of the steps leading up to that. I'm not really going to rehash any of that. The video is actually, not only is it on my channel, you can do the exclamation point Nami command in my chat, and you can actually see that. What I want to talk about today is kind of how it's been going. Um, Mostly well. The medication I'm on is still working, as far as I can tell. Um, it's been, it's weird. All the things I've been able to, like, let myself feel and let myself even do. And that by itself has just been, um, amazing. And, I, I can't even describe it, but, there's been some, it hasn't been all, like, smooth sailing. This past few weeks, actually, have been quite rough. Mostly because, we've had a very serious case that went to a jury trial that happened about last week, kind of ended this Monday. And it was very stressful. And I felt myself kind of falling apart during it. Um, I kind of started feeling the whole, and this is part of the problem I've always had. I started going through the whole, oh my gosh, you're not as good at this job as you think you are. You're really not that good at this. You probably shouldn't be doing this job, kind of a thing. Those thoughts all started coming back into my head again, and that kind of scared me. I'll be honest. I got quite emotional, even in my boss's office, about it I was because I was scared it was all coming back. It was nothing she was saying at all, or anything that was happening. I was actually just really scared that it was all coming back, and but it it felt different. It was weird because at first, when I started getting those thoughts, it felt like an old warm, comfy blanket. Like, oh, it's that thing that I always used to go to in my mind, and oh, it'll protect me because my mind was always comfy back then, and I liked myself, but I liked my mind, and it made me feel good, but it didn't. Instead, I was running away from it as fast as I could. And the fact of the matter is, it just made me feel better to do that. And at the end of the day, I was able to kind of bounce away from that very quickly. I never would have done that before. I would have just let myself wallow in the thoughts of, the bad thoughts of, I'm not good enough. I didn't let that happen. And I felt it happen. I felt that pushback actually happening. And I even called up, well, my therapist actually called me, mostly because she thought we had an appointment earlier this week and we didn't. But my therapist called me, so I disclosed all of this to her. I'm, just thinking, man, I was thinking that I was losing it. And, she assured me that, having thoughts that, oh no, you've made a mistake, you're not good enough isn't depression. That can be normal. It's what you do with it. And I was embracing it when I was going through depression. And I'm finding myself now pushing that away. Never been able to do that. It's actually been very empowering, more so than before. I walked into work Tuesday and I was just, the whole thing was over and I just sat down and just got to work and just did whatever. It was also different because during that entire process, I never once felt like I didn't want to be at my job doing it. I never once felt like I didn't want to be there. I wanted to run away from it. That happened kind of last summer when we were going through very stressful times and I didn't want to be there. I wanted to stay home. I didn't because, I'm getting paid. So I had to be there. But last summer, I would have completely crumbled and I didn't. And just being able to feel that happen was... I can't really describe it. And I know I keep saying that, but it's one of these things I was kind of hoping talking about it more would actually help me kind of, like, rationalize what was going on. But really all what was going on was my mind was going back to that core belief of, oh, you're not as good of a person as you think you are. And I was rejecting it. And, like, that's, like, the first time that's really noticeably happened to me. And that's good. That's very good. And, yeah. So, I can tell that everything I've worked towards since September has, or actually since back in July, but, you know, everything I've worked for since last year regarding my mental health has actually made a difference. And I can't even begin to imagine where I'm going to go from here, you know? I've still had issues with being, like, very tired, very focused, and I find out yesterday that may be because I might have sleep apnea. So not only was I suffering from depression, I may be having sleep apnea. I did the sleep study thing yesterday. Let me tell you how exciting that is. But, yeah. So I may actually have that. So I'm thinking of it this way, right? If I've got it, it's treatable. Yeah, CPAP machines, whatever. But if I have it, it's treatable. And if I've had it for as long as I think I may have had it, I've been more than... Like, I've been actually successful at my job with not just my job now, but my chosen career as an attorney. I've been decently successful at this with depression and fatigue and the inability to focus from sleeping poorly. I'm actually kind of scared to know what I'm going to be like without any of those roadblocks. I mean, just think of it this way. I've done as much as I've been able to do so far with this. All of these things on me. I'm going to hopefully remove them all. And now, I don't know what's going to be next on that. Like, that's, the thought to me is that that's going to be a thing is just crazy. So... But yeah, so that's kind of the update at the moment. Not too much, but, you know, it's been mostly good. It's been overall, it's been great, you know, but I went through a rough patch, but that's normal, you know, and I kept moving forward. And that's the thing that the treatment's been able to do for me. It's been able to help me move forward. If I wasn't on this medication, I probably would have quit my job. I'm not even kidding. Like, I probably would have quit back in January. Like, that's the way it was going. If something didn't change, I was just going to leave. Like, we would never have been able to get through the trial we got through, like, this last week. It would not have happened. So, yeah, I am just excited. I thank everybody for watching this and being here. Thank you all very much.